Praise be to Jesus. Hi everyone, Charles Whitty here on a Monday morning. The Eucharist is, quote, Jesus who becomes bread, unquote, and contains the, quote, entire reality of the Church, unquote. Pope Francis claimed in his June 23rd Corpus Christi homily. He went on alleging that we find in the Eucharist God himself, quote, contained in a piece of bread, unquote. These formulations are profoundly heretical. It is true that the Bible calls the Eucharist, quote, breaking of bread, unquote, quote, breaking of the angels, unquote, or, quote, bread of heaven, unquote. However, it is wrong to state that, quote, Jesus becomes bread, unquote. Even a first-year theology student knows this. The heretical concept pronounced by Francis is called impanation. It denies transubstantiation and is usually explained with the wrong statement that, quote, God has become bread, unquote. Transubstantiation is the changing of the bread substance into the substance of Christ's body, effectuated by the consecration during Mass. So, there's the difference. Christ doesn't become the bread. The bread is transformed into the body of Christ. So, to think that the Pope doesn't even know this, is beyond. I don't even think that's a consideration. He knows exactly what he's doing. And again, I keep on talking about Maria Divine Mercy. She said the ultimate thing that's going to cause the schism in the church is that this whole thing with the Eucharist is changing what the Eucharist is. And here he is, right in front of our face, doing exactly that, or at least attempting to do it. It's absolutely amazing. We're just living out her prophecies, day by day. All right, and there's a little bit more. In addition, the Church cannot be identified with the Eucharist as Francis did. Well, I'm not going to get into that, but the main thing is here, he knows exactly what he's doing, and it's all in Maria Divine Mercy's messages. This is exactly what she was talking about, and this is what's going to cause the schism. The formal schism, where half the priests, or almost half the priests, she said, won't sign the document, giving their, I don't know how to say this. They're not going to sign. They're not going to give their allegiance to him, because that's what he's going to ask for. Allegiance to him, not to Christ or his church, but to him specifically. Those of you who've been listening to what I've been doing every day, going through the different years and reading different things. Yesterday I read something where in a quote, he called it my church. His church. He's calling it his church. It's not his church. He knows that. Well, but he thinks it is. So, all right, well, I'm going to stop talking here, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.